on, babies.
And welcome back to the Simple Minds Sports Show. Despite what the intro says, I don't really give a shit about the offensive line struggling. I'm here to tell you that the Red Sox are efficiently disappointing you, predictably, like every single year, like I told you they would last week after their 10-game win streak. Here we are again in La La Land with the Red Sox. I'll tell you exactly how this thing's going to play out under the new Fenway Sports Group regime. It's spoiler alert. It's the exact way it's panned out for the last 5 or 6 years. So nothing new there. Sorry to disappoint. So we'll do some Red Sox talk. But as always, we're going to start with some opening takes. Two-man show here. Bobby is on the run, we're assuming, from the law. So we will wait to see what happens with him when he gets back. Until then, Ray, why don't you start us with opening takes? And do you have a box of tissues with you? That could go either way, one way or another, but I think it's going to go the sad beers way right now, not happy beers. Please, your opening take.
Thank you there, Richard. Yes, it was a sad day when I got the alert from TMZ that the immortal Hulk Hogan has died. A part of my youth has died. I know Rich is going to make fun of me and call me 90s gay for liking wrestling and watching men in Speedos dance around and wrestle, but hey, it was my youth, and I still watch to this day, so it was a sad day to see the 71-year-old come to a cardiac arrest, sounds like. Eat your vitamins, say your prayers, brother.
I won't make fun of you for liking Hulk Hogan in the 90s. There were, as a generation of people liking. I make fun of you for being 40 and still watching the fucking thing religiously. That's what I make fun of you for.
I know.
I did not watch it in the 90s. I didn't get sucked into that wrestling thing.
Because Jack would have called you gay.
Yeah. I had a very, astute father in what was going on. He made me watch the Red Sox, which is why they get me so fucking angry now. So, we all have our our tropes and downfalls. Which brings me to my opening take. We'll get back to the Red Sox. I'll go Patriots here. Training camp did start. It is a breath of fresh air for New England sports fans, for all sports fans, really. You're in the dog days of summer. You're looking at baseball if you're a Red Sox fan. Again, we're going to tell you why later in the show why that sucks. But here it is. Here's football season. It's back. And as the Patriots open up, the optimism is high. The vibes are good. People are feeling great about this team, and they're falling right back into every trap like they do. And with the number one trap being the rookie wide receiver who made the outstanding catch, and we've got the next Randy Moss on our team. How many times am I going to see that replay of the one-handed Kyler Williams catch with no pads on and no defense? But this kid is sure to make it. All 5'10", 180 pounds of him is sure to be the game changer because the Patriots track record in that. So I'm going to try to not be Raymond. I'm going to try to not be that cynical, but I can't help. And even you have to, after the half a decade of this bullshit. It was one thing when Brady was there and Aaron Dobson makes a great catch. You're like, wow, maybe we got something here. Yeah. But whether it was last year with Javon Baker making big sideline catches, we got something here. We got something. Javon Baker played one fucking snap last year. I get we're all excited about Kyler Williams, but just relax, okay? Just relax and
I think that's your motto for the whole training camp is just fucking relax, Patriots.
It's too high, baby. I am a level ship, okay?
I know you are.
I'd like to stay below water as much as possible until they make me come above it. And too many people are hyped on this freaking Patriots team, especially with the goddamn Williams catch with no pads and no defense. So we'll do that. We're going to open up with some Patriots talk. We're going to open up with some optimism. Vibes are good down there. So I'd like to talk about that. Some of the biggest takeaways in just 2 days of camp, but still, it's better than talking about the Red Sox, which we will have to do in our following segment from that. The predictable Red Sox continue to disappoint. And we've got a Dr. Big Mac's Big Brain.
Oh, yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes, we do. And I'm in the perfect frame of mind to ask this question, too, so I can't wait.
That means he's high. And Simplest Minds of the Week as well. So that's the show. Welcome to the Simple Minds Sports Show, Friday Rewind, July 25th, live here, Thursday, July 24th. Apparently, the Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Missoula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently, they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
I'm on vacation. I'm going to quay all these. I'm going to fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q. It's Q-U-E. You idiot. It's not here, and we don't get to see his new room. But Ray looks good today. I'm not going to ask you to take your hat off because you're in that phase, and I don't want to see it.
No, no.
It's gross.
Sorry, baby.
You got a different angle? Feels like I could see more in your shot. Or maybe that's just because Bobby's not here. I can see footballs where normally we can't see footballs there in the corner. You're muted or something because you're dumb. You look good, but you're still stupid. So anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome. If you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, smash that subscribe, hit the like, rate, subscribe, review, tell your friends, tell your mothers, and go to simplemindsports.com. Join the newsletter. We've got people joining in droves because we've got a free giveaway from I Love Boston Sports. A wonderful merch giveaway there for the lucky son of a bee who joins that newsletter. So go to simplemindsports.com. We'll throw a link in one of the descriptions below, wherever you're listening or watching. So do that. Get something for free. Why not? Which brings us to Patriots training camp. Football season. Ray, I know that you have been in a joyous mood all week. You've been alone.
On vacation. I've been on vacation. I've read one book and a half a book.
Bullshit.
Swear to God. Swear to God.
Does green eggs and ham end?
Sam, I am.
I am extremely, from a man who has spent the entire month of July in some level of stress through vacations and whatnot. I am extremely jealous of you. And then to top it off, right here at the tail end of it, you get football back.
Thank God.
Woo.
Yeah. And I think on this show, we might actually hear Rich might be wrong about something.
Oh, well, you can let me know when that is, and I'll tell you that that's not correct.
Well, I think it's the first topic that we're going to discuss here.
I've already talked about this. I've already admitted
how he's probably going to be week one, ready to go.
I've
an
already
ACL tear, being a 31, 32-year-old player. Woo! Woo!
Now, listen.
Go on, Richard.
Our first topic here. We're going to talk about biggest takeaways from Patriots training camp in day 1/day 2. If you have anything that I haven't touched on here from day 2, if you've been paying attention, please bring it in there, Ray. But Steph Diggs, full participant, is certainly the biggest surprise heading into training camp. Now, he looked good in mini camps and OTAs. He was around the team. He dumped his sneaky butt girlfriend, Cardi B. So, oh, do I have that wrong? Go ahead, TMZ.
Apparently we have that wrong because we got blasted on TikTok and Instagram saying that we read reports that aren't true, and we should be apologetic to Cardi B and Stephon Diggs. So apologies to the world.
I got targeted from a Cardi B thing that she was telling all of her ladies to be drinking a lot of electrolytes. Pedialyte and such that makes the pee real wet down there when you're getting in it when you're getting it in or getting.
Is that why your wife was drinking a lot of electrolytes down in Nashville?
How dare you? It's a healthy habit. First of all, if you want
a question, it was a question.
If you want to help, don't. Pedialyte is garbage. It's basically fake Gatorade. So like. Get actual electrolytes and put them in some water. Actually, just salt will do the trick if you want a little chemistry lesson there. But you'd have to ask her that. So anyway, apologies to Diggs and Cardi B in her big
smelly butt. Yeah,
in her big smelly butt, allegedly. But I did say there were points in my Steph Diggs analysis when they signed him, mostly because the over the top excitement for signing the guy, including you, was too much for me to handle, and my cynical ways had me, just taking the other side of it.
Of course.
And all of history, basically, that a 32-year-old coming off an ACL injury in the middle of the season would probably not be ready for week 1. Looks like I may be wrong about that.
Drugs are a powerful thing.
Now, until let's see when the tests come through, and for the steroid tests, and allegedly, let's see how that plays out, and let's just see if he makes it through camp.
That wouldn't be the first wide receiver that got busted for steroids after coming off a devastating knee injury.
Nope, it will not. We won't name names there at all. So until week 1, I won't come off of that. But my overall take was Steph Diggs will not be the savior that you want him to be. And mostly, I mean, really, if we want to go retrospective, we don't have to spend too much time on this. It was more about the Patriots waiting again to the last minute, failing to get their top target wide receivers, and waiting to the bottom of the barrel guys were left for him. And you get a 32-year-old blown ACL, but it's a name. So, the dopes get excited about it. And I looked at it and went, Jesus fucking Christ, like, you need more than that. Because if he wasn't ready, if he's not ready, if he has a setback, or if he just looks like a 32-year-old in week 1, your next best guy is still DeMario Douglas. Unless you want to take Kyle Williams, who makes one-handed catches with fucking shorts on, and put him in your number 1 slot, you're still depleted in that department. So thank you, Ray, for sending me down a cynical path right from the get-go. I want
You're welcome.
Fucking and say Steph Diggs is a full participant and everyone's excited about him. The first pass in training camp in the Mike Vrabel era was in 11v11 was Drake Maye to Steph Diggs on a shallow crosser that looked like it would have went deep in a game, and the whole crowd at Foxborough cheered for it. So there's your positivity. There's your positivity. Give me not. I'm going to take 69 away from it. Give me your percentage on Steph Diggs being available and being a number 1 guy week 1, like not looking like a 32-year-old just had ACL surgery. Like if he comes in week 1 and has 6 catches, 89 yards and a touchdown, like what's your percentage he can put a performance up like that in week 1?
42.
Okay. That's so at least you're being kind of realistic about it.
Being realistic, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the big test is when Washington comes into town, and then they August 8th, I believe it is. So that's when they should do joint practices with Washington. That's going to be a big test with the pads on, going against other teams who really don't care if you get hurt or not, and just going up and trying to prove themselves on that defensive side and going up against Diggs. That's when the true test comes and see how we can hold up.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this was really an extension of OTAs this first day or two. There's no pads. But look, from an overall perspective, yes, he's way ahead of schedule. He's on an Adrian Peterson path in terms of an older player coming back from an injury. No, I don't think he has any kids. So,
allegedly
could be wrong there. So good. That's good. Check. Good.
Good
box. Check. Good. Steph Diggs. Good. Another box check. Good. Drake Maye, who I have certainly had my questions about. Continue to. However, in his first 11v11, small little window here. Depending on who you listen to, went 8 for 8.
Could have been sacks.
Yeah, there were 5 or 6 sacks that they don't really record, but he didn't. The ball didn't hit the ground. Let's put it that way.
When he went 14 for 15 today too, so that's good.
And in day 2, he went 14 for 15. It sounded like that last pass was broken up at the line of scrimmage. So when he threw it, it didn't hit the ball. It didn't hit the ground. It made it to his receiver, made it to the destination, which is my biggest takeaway from this. And we can talk about the other stuff on our list, the tackle play and Kyle Williams and Jaylen Polk and so on and so forth. But this phrase, taking the profit, is going to be shoved down our throat for the next month and a half as we
T-shirts. Get your T-shirts.
If they're not out there yet, talk to our guy Ray. Let's put that fucking shit. Let's drop that stuff right now. Mike Vrabel and Josh McDaniels are taking the stupid out of Drake Maye's game. They are putting him on the Mac Jones rookie quarterback playbook. If it's open in the flat, I don't care what your second read is or first read is. Give it to him. Yeah. Pass him the ball. If first time you see a guy open, throw him the ball. I don't care if it's 2 yards, 4 yards, 6 yards. I'm not looking for the deep shit. You take the profit. So we're going to hear that. And I'll tell you what, as corny as it is, and how generally that would kind of tick me off that you got a phrase for your franchise quarterback not being an idiot. I like it because it's his biggest fucking, other than, running face first into linebackers and getting concussed, which they're beating that out of him too.
Thank God.
Making stupid downfield throws for interceptions is his biggest crutch, right? So beating that out of him right from the jump. We said a long time ago, Ray McDaniels is going to be the best thing that happened to this offense. Never mind the personnel, never mind the fact that they don't really have anybody to catch the ball outside of Diggs if he can do it. McDaniels will be the difference maker here this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you saw today with the 14 out of 15 pass attempts, they were all short. They were all short, little like 5-yard dumps. And that's what I think you're going to see. That's going to be the MO. Kind of like when Brady first got comfortable, he was doing all these short slants, like 2 seconds, get rid of that ball, like to your fastest receiver, let them do the work. And, that's how you get the yards after the catch. That's what you saw today at practice. They're just trying to get that into Drake Maye's head, like you're saying. Just first option, first read. If he's open, give it to him.
Yeah. I look at McDaniel's track record with quarterbacks, and people want to say that he's a product of Brady, and mostly his success is, but he has been with Garoppolo, Brissett, Castle, Mac Jones that first year where he was
Tim Tebow, that rookie year, and Team Tebow when he went to the playoffs with Denver.
Yeah, he got to playoffs with Tim Tebow. Kyle Orton was good for a few. Like Josh McDaniels as a head coach has obviously failed. Josh McDaniels without Tom Brady has not won at a high level, but he has developed quarterbacks, and I trust him to take a kid and put him on a development plan and let him go from there. And I trust Mike Vrabel as the head coach to oversee it all and and stretch that out when need be. Like, hey Josh, all right, let's let the kid throw it a little bit here. Let's let him dance a little bit here. Where it felt like Belichick, Mac Jones, they didn't even let him throw in the end zone the entire rookie season. He never even threw into the end zone. So I think we'll see a difference there.
You're being positive about Josh McDaniels. Can I give you a negative about Josh McDaniels?
Please.
My last one for you real quick. Is it the same protection, same formation, same play call that Josh?
Yeah, same system. Okay, so it's for the young guys learning, and then guys that are experienced with it, it's the same, but just for us guys that have experience helping the young guys, if we all can get on the same page, have the same communication, the same language, we're going to have a good year.
Now, I call this a negative because basically Kendrick Bourne has a leg up on everybody else in the wide receiver room because he was here the first time Josh McDaniels was here. When I heard that on Zolak and Bertrand today this afternoon, I was going to get lunch, and I heard that. I was like, motherfucker.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you the negative that Kendrick Bourne has a leg up in making the team, but not. I thought you were going to go with the fact that the system is the same. I don't have a problem with this system.
I don't have the problem with that. I just have the problem that fucking Kendrick Bourne already has a leg up on everybody.
Up there.
Yeah. On
the 12 wide receivers at camp, by the way. So let's skip ahead here to this wide receiver. We'll get back to the tackles. As I mentioned a lot here in the opening, Kyle Williams, everyone's high on him. Very encouraging start. Had the big catch. Had a back shoulder catch against Christian Gonzalez. An 11v11. Looks good. Great, good. I'm just pumping and I'm not going to have any anticipation for this kid until we see him in game, until I see him mid-season. And if he's consistently producing, then great, awesome. Mm-hmm. But I'm not taking the cheese on any training camp bullshit from another young Patriots wide receiver.
Because we got burned so many times, so many years. We're not going to get no more egg in our face. We're just going to wait till week 1, and he can do it week 1. Then all right, I'm all aboard. But until then, fuck that.
Go back and listen to what they were saying about Jaylen Polk in training camp last year, because that kid, real professional, best hands in the game, according to him.
He says it himself, yeah. According to him.
And the first day of camp, the only guy missing, Jaylen Polk, not there. Can't quite make it on the field. Past is physical, but is being extremely cautious about minor muscle tightness.
Wish your mother would do that.
You know what that tells me?
That's my one. That's my one. I'm done.
It's fair enough. You know what that tells me?
What?
He's got a leg up on making the team.
Ooh, no, I don't think so. I think he's the odd man out, and that's why he's already taken. He wants to get on that pup list so he can get that guaranteed roster bonus.
No, you think he's playing chess while everyone was playing checkers. He doesn't have that in him. No, that tells me that he's got a level of confidence from personnel or someone else. It's either that he's been given a level of confidence and they've told him, don't push it. Don't push it. Walt Licker says it's good to have no expectations. It's only up from there. Yeah. That's exactly right. And why would we have expectations on a team that's finished with 4 wins 2 years in a row? Like, come on. Just, or at least if you want to have expectations, set them at a realistic level. All right. Set them at 8.
Mm-hmm.
8
9.
wins.
8 or 9.
I mean, 9's a win. You get above 5. You get to that above 500 mark, and you're itching the playoffs. That's a win.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my fear. So I didn't hear that about the Kendrick Bourne. Yeah, we're down on Kendrick Bourne in this show. I'm fearful that Jaylen Polk, because he's a second-round pick, they got a lot invested to him. They give him some money. He's got a leg up on the 11 or whatever, 9 other wide receivers that are fighting for the last 6 spots or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like Jaylen Polk, they're going to give him an opportunity. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like.
I hope you're wrong.
I'd be extremely surprised if Jaylen Polk was cut. He'd have to be a real prick if he was cut, I think. The other, here's some bad news out of it. Now, take what you want. No pads here, but looks like the tackles still suck on this team.
Now, I heard that from Greg Bedard saying that basically they're at a disadvantage because they can't grab. There's no pads, so there's no grabbing, and that's why the defensive line is just getting right through the offensive line.
I also heard from Greg Bedard that when Will Campbell lined up against Keon White, he just missed Keon White as he blew by him for a sack.
Could that be because of arm length?
You imagine just reaching out for something and your depth perception is not exactly where you want it to be because you're missing an inch and a half. You know that feeling, right? I
wish I would use my mother joke now.
The idea that that's not an issue. We'll see. It's still the biggest offensive line is still your biggest question mark, biggest red flag on this team. If they can't figure it out, if McDaniels and Doug Marrone and the personnel, Morgan Moses Malone was splitting reps with Demetri Jacobs? Yeah, sure. It doesn't matter. Speaking of guys who should be cut, what is that guy fucking doing back on this team? He blows, and Morgan Moses was supposed to be here as a staple to hold shit down, and they're splitting reps. Hopefully they're just kind of, it's one day. So I'm not going to read too far into it, but there's no question about it. The biggest question mark and a linchpin to the success of this team this year is this offensive line. And again, to the cornerback, we said the best thing that happens to this offensive line is if Josh McDaniels and Doug Marrone can get them on the same page and get a good, solid starting 5 working together, by some point in the season.
That's why you see all these quick passes that Drake Maye does, because that's what you do when you have a weak offensive line. You try to get the ball as fast as you can, so you don't have to worry about protection and all that. So,
McDaniels is going to
he's an expert at that.
He's going to make a shitty line look better because of his play calling, because he understands how to do it. Alex Van Pelt knew how to do one thing, and that was not it. So yes, I expect all of that. All of that should be a tick up. Yes. So all of that should be true. But we don't know if the personnel is better. It can't get worse. So it must, just by.
No, they're saying Monday it should be different when you put the pads on, see what they look like when they put pads on. Then you can give it the true test.
Can I tell you what will worry me?
What's that?
Is if the Patriots offensive line does start to look really fucking good. Because the biggest strength in this team should be the Patriots front 7 and their defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit of a catch-22 here. We're going to bash the offensive line if they suck. But
if they look
Milt
good.
Williams, Barmore, Keon White, those guys should be dominating. We want to hear reports of them dominating every day because that's how they're truly going to win ball games, is on that defensive side of the ball this year. So it's a little bit of a catch-22 there for the big boys up front on the offensive line. But sorry, that's life in the NFL.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
The other big takeaway, I think, here at camp is Vrabel. He is front and center. He's the dude. I like that a little bit, shading that to that from Drake Maye. Like, I think Drake Maye, I like Drake Maye. Okay. It sounds like I don't, but I do. And I think he's going to be a good pro. I don't know if he can play, but I like him. And I think he's going to be a good leader.
As a person, I like him.
And a good
pro.
The
player, I don't know.
I don't know if he can play. Nobody does. If you say you do, you're lying. But it's Vrabel's show. He's out there. I think we've got some noise from him.
I mean, whether you were in a coma when I answered Tom's question or typing on your phone or tweeting, I don't know, but I spent 5 minutes answering that question. And I can go back through it, but I'd rather not. That's really where we'll see. So I'll be able to answer that question again, hopefully only once in a few days. I thought you were punking me. I'm like...
Just a new aura down there in Foxborough. It's joyous to see a coach that just, hucking it up with the boys in the media room and stuff like that, just having fun.
He's a good fit in Boston. He's a prick with a smile. That's a good fit. That's a good fit in that town.
Because Belichick didn't have that. He was a prick, but had a sourpuss on his face.
He was a prick with a dick.
Yes.
There you go. There's a lot of stuff on Belichick we haven't talked about lately either. Maybe we'll get to it.
That's the book I'm reading right now.
What are you reading?
The book.
You're reading Belichick's book?
Yeah.
You and 7 other people are reading Belichick's book.
It's fucking good.
Yeah?
Fucking good.
All right. Maybe I'll get into it. A little light reading.
Yeah, then we can do a little what is that called?
Book club?
Book club, yeah.
We can do a Pizza Hut book club?
Yeah. Book it.
Book it. I like that.
Get our own personal pan pizzas. Bring that back.
Football season is back. Speaking of being back, so it's good to see down there, Patriots. All positive vibes down there, except for Jaylen Polk. Speaking of positive vibes, let's throw over to headlines with the obvious one.
Thank you there, Richard. The hottest team in the MLB before the deadline now has cooled off. Losers of their last 2 series and having gone 2-4 against the Cubs and Phillies. Now the Red Sox have a weekend series starting Friday night against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Red Sox management came out and said they don't expect fireworks this trade deadline with no big moves. Great. Celtic Summer League is over and done with, and with it, they released J.D. Davidson and are now under the second tax apron. Patriots training camp has opened, and what we got from it so far, the O-line doesn't look good. Steph Diggs and Kyle Williams impress, and Drake Maye went 14 for 15 today. And finally, in sad news, Hulk Hogan, one of the greatest to ever lace a pair of wrestling boots, has died at the young age of 71. This has been Headlines with the Obvious One. Back to you, Richard.